We are back, and players have now had the option of going on a little shopping trip. So they are going to be demonstrating their business savvy, or something like that. For now, as a quick recap, the players in the last session took on a new assignment, which is really just getting paid for what they were going to be doing anyway. They are now charged with finding out what happened to Ramasudura. Last they heard, he was on business in Karnath, and with the threat of war on the horizon, the information that he was gathering was quite essential to the people of Breland and their allies. Because, as you know, many legions of undead have been seen throughout the continent of Corvair. Players have spent some time pondering the reasonability of why Karnath would break the treaty that they signed, and what benefits that they might have. Some conclusions were that it allows countries that have a grievance against Karnath to be killed off and attacked freely. We're going to find out as the story unfolds what's going on in this chaotic new era. For now, players, you are resting in your own rooms. Before we skip to the next day, is there anything particular that you would like to do? Because, Fennec, you have been taking a very long nap. So I'm assuming you might be having a conversation with Gearfried. So we're going to start there.
Oh, God. I don't know what I ate, but my God, I have been tired.
I was gonna say, are you sick or something?
I don't know. Just been exhausted. I feel like I'm always, hungry.
Well, I don't have much in the way of medical skills, but you'd probably find a doctor or an apothecary that might be able to help you out. I mean, this place is pretty big.
I should be fine. I feel a little... I think I got enough sleep, and it's gonna let out, a burp.
God, what did you eat?
I don't know.
It smelled like a possum climbed into your mouth and died.
It's a delicacy in some goblin cultures.
You know what? I really can't say much, considering that I was raised by dwarves that eat things that would literally kill me.
He's gonna let out another burp, but this time, you know how when somebody burps, there's that little bit of spittle that comes out? There's gonna be a little bit of that, but as it hits something, it's gonna start steaming a little bit, and it's gonna have this acrid scent.
Oh, Fennec, I can literally see your breath.
Ooh. Heartburn. That, ooh. A little bit of acid reflux. What did I eat? I don't know. What'd I miss?
What? Ramos is kidnapped. We were commissioned to go save him out here. Your cut of the initial profits. Again, Fennec his gold.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. Oh, speaking of gift giving, did you have a chance to work on that thing I asked about?
What thing was that again? I'm juggling projects right now.
The little recoil thing.
Oh right, you wanted a spring on a shield or something?
It's something that I can I don't know. It's just something small. He's gonna hold up his hand like a circle. Just something small, attaches something like a spring or something.
That is something I still need to look more into. While you were asleep, we were fighting vampires and zombies, so it was a bit hectic.
Oh. I mean, it could just be like rope that gets pulled out and spools back in.
That's a returning enchantment. It's definitely something I can do, but I'm gonna need a couple of days to move some things around.
No, don't do that. This is like simple tinkering. I can even help you.
All right. Tell you what, tonight, well, if we're not leaving by today, then tonight, we can work on it on. Well, Gearfried's gonna like look over to his desk. I'll clear that off, and we'll work on it there.
Works for
Anyway,
me.
I've got to head into the city. I need to buy a few things. I figured out a new way to make Cogfried a little bit better.
Oh, I'll come with you. Maybe I can point out supplies. I mean, if I see it, like I can see it, and if I see it, it can help.
All right. Well, and Gearfried's just gonna kind of go off on explaining kind of the things he needs to buy. It's all basic like component stuff. And DM, when we go to town, Gearfried wants to try and pawn off the Finder's goggles.
Okay.
That prototype he bought a while ago. I want to see if I can see if there's any interested buyers because I haven't gotten much use out of it.
Alrighty. You will certainly be able to try. With that, before we take our long rest, is there anything you guys would like to do?
No, I think I took care of it last session. At least before the long rest.
Levin has 2 items that he wanted to purchase.
Okay.
He's gonna go and look for item shop for magics.
Yep, no, that'll just take place in the morning. We left off just before we were taking a
Yep.
long rest. So
Ah.
we will certainly get there.
All right, thank you for the correction. Sorry,
No worries, and I apologize if I kind of mismatched.
on my
you.
end. Thank you.
But as you go off into this long rest, Ceres, as you're in your meditation, you're going to begin to sense a message coming in. And it is going to be Ramos's voice in your head.
Oh.
The tone is going to be more solemn. The battle was decisive. I and my battalion of Inscripted stood. The stench of the undead filled the air as Karnath army approached. And at the very end, the message cuts off, as if signaling somebody was listening.
Theris does not like that, but she will write down what she can remember of it. And I don't think
Yep.
she is not wait, where is it? Yeah, she is not capable of replying today. Or at this time. She needs to finish her long rest before she can change her spells.
Alrighty. Unless anything else wants to be done, you will be now long rested. It is the start of a new day. Are you guys stopping for breakfast, or are you going to go straight on your merry way?
I mean, Cyrus loves a good breakfast.
There you go. Mei Li will join you for breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That
It's
will
like
be 5 silver pieces.
she pays it handily.
and Maylee is going to pay for hers.
Ah, the power of commerce.
Indeed, I don't spend much money anyway.
Ah, well then you should be building up quite a little nest egg, shouldn't you?
A little bit. I feel bad, though.
Why? It's money. It's meant to be spent.
True, but I don't really bodyguard you. In
I
fact,
gave you a job
bodyguard
description.
me.
I gave you a pretty clear job description. And you
did,
signed up
did.
for it. No backing out now.
Fair, fair.
Well then,
And you
are
notice
you gonna
she
eat that bacon?
does... Yeah, and she does give it to you. She does seem a little bit lighter today, rather than she had the previous day.
Well, that's good. I'm going to do a little bit of shopping to just sort of perhaps streamline my needs for surreptitiousness. If you want to tag along, you're certainly welcome.
Sure, that sounds like fun. The rest of you, would you be waking up and joining them for breakfast, or would you be going straight to the world?
There's one bacon still on my plate.
Levin would have gotten up early and started his morning run doing a circuit through the main loop. Starting in Brailish Quarter, going through Carnathi, on there, and back to Brailish.
As you go to the Carnathi in your jog, you notice that all access points are barricaded off, and immediately in the heat of things, you see protesters, even at an early hour that you have arisen. And these signs are protesting these recent attacks that clearly look like the Carnathians are, or the people of Carnath are attacking the other countries and violating the treaty. The people who are residing within the Carnath district are kind of scared. They actually have the guards protecting them from the outsiders.
Oh, that's irritating. Levin will close in on the largest and loudest crowd and take a few minutes to listen to see if he catches anything specific.
Alrighty, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
$25.
Can you clarify? Can you repeat what you were looking for?
He's listening. Sorry, he's listening into the people protesting
Okay. Sorry, don't die.
with an
Please.
ear towards. Sorry, with an ear towards any declarations of specific events to see if there's anything that matches up with what he's what the group has been traveling through.
So, you would hear several of the incidents that you have actually personally either passed through or aided in some way. The village and the stronghold that you had passed. You would also hear mention of the undead that swept through and destroyed the, as described, budding city of New Siri.
No discrepancies for locations, but they're not exactly shouting dates. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick a new path. I'm gonna cut through Central. And Levin will turn around and cut through the Central District on his way to the Yonder Quarter.
Alrighty. The rest of your run will be uneventful. And you'd be able to finish it, what would you say, about an hour you run?
He'd be at it for about an hour, yeah.
Alright. how about Fennec and Gearfried? What would you be doing during this time?
Well, Gearfried would actually probably meet downstairs at some point for breakfast. And if I catch Saris and Melee at any point, I would walk up to either of them and just be like, "Oi, Saris, I'm gonna be going out shopping today. In case I can't find one," and Gearfried's going to like really quickly make a sketch. Do you think you could find, if you could find this, not necessarily purchase it, but just let me know if they have it here and how much it costs? And Gearfried's going to give her a rough drawing of a all-purpose tool. Just let me know if you see that around town, and if you do, it's within my payment, then Gearfried looks at his coin purse. Well, just let me know how much it costs. And then Gearfried would probably head back up to Fennec and help him tinker.
That sounds ominous.
Fennec, what are we tinkering?
So we need like some kind of like spool. Some like string or wire or something that can wrap around, and a spring to kind of recoil.
Huh.
You can probably find most of this in the trash.
DM, what would this cost us? Those components, a spring, some. I mean, I have rope. We could probably just use the rope.
The spring would probably cost you, if you're looking for like a heavy duty spring, about
A
a silver
component.
piece, but a thin spring would cost you about 5 copper.
It'd be like a thin spring.
Meaning you have those really thin ones.
Like how
that are-
how big is this?
like
though?
what do you
how
what
big
do
is
you
the
need?
spring?
It's
Like how big do you need? Like what do you need?
hold on. DM, I'm gonna message you what it is.
Okay.
I'm getting like spring attached to shield vibes. Tears of the Kingdom merging items.
If the DM can read this without laughing and giving it up, I'm gonna give him inspiration.
Okay, yeah, you'd be able to get those components for like, I'm gonna say 8 copper pieces.
I don't like this.
This is what we've been missing.
All right.
And
Yeah,
I
she
don't mean
needs-
to sound rude. I don't mean to sound rude, but what the hells are these blueprints?
I know it doesn't make sense. I know my handwriting's not great, but trust the process.
I've seen doctors with better penmanship.
Which means I'm a great doctor.
I mean, the argument's flawless. Let's go buy your things.
I'm telling you, trust it. You'll thank me later. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Mm,
Not.
Is that a threat or a promise?
It's a
Yes.
It's a warning. It's a caution sign.
it is
Alright.
an end goal.
Alright, I'm gonna give an inspiration for this. This is fun. So, are you guys all going to be shopping together, or Saris and Melee, would you leave earlier?
Cyrus would just kind of, I guess Zarya's sleeping in. Oh, come on, Melee. We have our errands to run before we head on to, she shudders a little, Karnath.
That's going to be fun.
Indeed.
You think I
Can't
should buy a
wait.
necklace of garlic?
Mm,
She's just gonna
Not
kind
as
of laugh a
effective
little bit.
realizing it's a joke, it's like, right, Yuma. That she'll give like a little wry smile. Anyhow, take care, chaps. we'll be off.
And with that, Melee will follow you to the store. Or to the market. Are you
Yep.
going to be staying in Breelish quarters?
I will, but I think first what I'm going to do is go to, like, walk around and just kind of, because I've never been here before, so talk to the people around town. Also, I'm dressed up more as a well-to-do merchant. I don't look like Adventurer Saris. And she's, dyed her hair, made her skin tone different, so that she doesn't appear, so she's disguised. And she's just gonna ask around, like, where is, like, the best... Actually, no. She will look like Adventurer Saris, because she's probably gonna go black market on this. She's gonna start looking for, like little signs of where the criminal element is, and start making subtle inquiries into who's the most reliable fence or black market magical sales guy, that sort of thing.
Alrighty. So looking for the criminal element, go ahead and
Yep.
give me an investigation check.
Okay, cool. Cool. Can I have guidance?
You can.
Hey. 11.
It does take you
Uh,
a little bit of time, about
Okay.
30,
Yeah.
45 minutes. It's not like Rote, where crime was very much hidden.
Oh, thank God.
Here,
Maybe it's
there
like
are-
Sean after all.
There are several taverns that are associated with the various crime organizations. Would you be looking for anything in particular? Are you going to stay with the Boromar clan, or are you just looking for
She's
any
looking
seedy
for...
bar?
What she's looking for is, like, amongst this criminal element, who is the most reliable and quote-unquote trustworthy merchant of goods in the city. Which fence has the best reputation for selling reliable goods?
Go ahead, and depending on the way that you want to approach it, give me either a persuasion, insight, or a perception check. Depends on how
Ooh.
you want to approach it.
She's gonna try and, like, be sort of innocuous and pleasant and sort of downplay her own, like, innate threat level. She's just here to spend money. So persuasion?
I will allow it. Go ahead.
Fuck me, I want to re-roll that. It was inspiration.
You have full inspiration, yeah.
Yep, I've got to start burning those. So
Go ahead.
there we go. 27.
There you go. You are able to get word of an individual who is in a small hole-in-the-wall shop. The name is simple enough, the Magic Box.
Yeah. Perfect.
It
And
looks
Saris-
from, sorry,
Sorry,
it
go on.
looks from the outside as if it's a fortune teller, one of the fraud types of seers. As you walk in, you notice that it's oddly bigger than it looks on from the outside.
Just, like, looks around. It's like, love what you've done with the place.
Oh yes. Sorry. Thank you. And you are?
Interested shopper. With money to back my purchase.
Excellent. As this individual comes from nowhere, you see a tiefling behind the counter.
Oh. This is new-ish. And like looking around, like Sarah seems a little bit more pleased and happy and at home, and like looks to Mei-Ling. It's like, this is the Sean experience I was looking for. Just used to it being more out in the open. Lower door, it never changes. Anyhow, yes, I am in the market for. I'm looking for some boots that sort of help me move along. Give me a little bit of pep to my step. Help me cross vast chasms. Little boots of springing, helps keep the stride open. And maybe a robe with a lot of possibly useful things in it.
He is going to kind of look you up and down. Are you sure you can afford it? Those are some fancy items you're requesting.
I mean, I would be kind of stupid to just walk in and ask for it and not afford it.
Yeah, but you can also be a cop.
That's fair. But if I were a cop, I'd have to tell you.
No, you wouldn't. Don't lie to me.
Oh my god, I love this. The cynicism. The paranoia.
And you're
If I
just
didn't
going
think
to
you'd
hear
shiv me.
a tapping. Sorry. You're going to hear a tapping as you're talking, and the tapping kind of matches your pace of cadence of speech.
Mm-hmm. It's like, if I didn't think you were going to shiv me, I'd hug you, good sir. Anyhow. No, I am not a cop. I don't know how to prove it other than I'm not a cop. I'm new in town? Never. Yeah. What?
Anyway, so, for a pep in your step, he's going to take out 2 pairs of boots. We're going to see one that's a pair of boots of levitation, and the other pair is going to be the boots of striding and springing.
Ooh. She's like, she kind of asks, what's the difference between these two? When when he explains it, she like looks them both over. It's like she'll point to the boots of striding and springing. I think those do just a little bit more than the other. And I'm looking for sort of multi-use function.
If you're sure you can afford it, how about 500 gold pieces?
I am looking for another purchase. I'm thinking maybe if I do maybe a bulk purchase, we can do something of a discount. You're about to see a lot of money very shortly.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yay. Oh my... Why? Could you use the inspiration?
You're consistent with the 11s, though.
I don't like it. It speaks to... I've got Brandon rolls, and I don't... This is not fun.
Burn?
Not the way it is.
I guess we'll have to see.
Indeed. Gives him her most winning smile.
Alrighty. And you had said next you wanted a cloak of many things. He goes back into his...
useful items.
Yep, excuse me. He goes into the back and he pulls out another cloak, or a cloak. I believe this might suit your needs.
Indeed it might. Yes. No, these two. The boots, that robe. This is what I'm looking for.
So, 1,000 gold pieces.
How about 700?
How about 950?
How about 800? Yeah, no, 800.
Give me a persuasion check. at advantage because of your most award-winning smile.
Cool.
You've been very praiseworthy.
Oh.
800.
30.
I can sell 800.
Excellent. And she will hand him 80 platinum coins. I think this
And-
should cover the expense.
You notice that he is going to cast Dispel Magic on the money.
Oh, I just like smiles over at Melee. He's like, the real active paranoia. This is what I'm looking for. This is what we're missing. Gearfried's far too trusting.
Enjoy your purchases, and remember, only tell the right crowd. And if I end up getting arrested, just know that you will find a knife in your back.
Oh my
Have a
god, thank
wonderful
you.
day.
You
Oh
too!
my god, thank you.
Wonderful day, and if they don't work, I will shiv you! And she says it with like a bright smile. Just happy to be amongst the criminal element again.
As to be expected. Remember,
my God,
there
dude.
are no returns.
Sarah's like, I've never felt so seen. The
Oh
level
my
of
God.
respect she's received.
So as they're walking back, Sarah's just checking out the new items. Like, we've been hanging around cops too long, Manny. They're crapping our style.
Yes, I never thought you'd be accused of being a cop. Or suspected.
I know. I almost killed him right then and there for suggesting it.
Well, I mean,
Oh my god, it feels.
you do seem to be acting a little bit more.
Stares slowly at her with his like narrowed eyes.
She's just going to smile towards you. She doesn't finish the sentence though.
There we go. There we go.
And she's going to say, I'm only jesting.
I know. I know. But some things shouldn't be said, even in jest. They're so hurtful.
Fair. I apologize.
Well, let's go see what the others are up to. Maybe they're ready to go. We should buy some pastries. Promises to be another long ride.
As you are doing that, we're going to jump back to Fennec, Gearfried, and Levin. I'm assuming by the time you guys come down, Levin, you're going to be about finishing up with your run.
Yeah, he would have, on his way back, stopped by one of the market areas to grab an assortment of fresh fruit.
Alright, that would only cost you 2 silver pieces, for depending on the wide variation you want.
Nah, just, like, 3-4 pieces. Nothing huge.
Okay, so about one
So,
silver.
alrighty. He is, however, not going to be eating them. This is in preparation for who he's going to meet.
Okay. So, who are you going to meet?
I'm gonna pull an I know a guy.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Over in the Emerald District, owner of one of the forges there, by the old elf woman by the name of Melisandre.
Alright. How do you know her and why is she here?
She supplies mercenaries from Valinor.
Oh.
Okay. And now, what type of personality does she have?
You know what? Let's go a little weird off the top of my head. For people she does not know, she looks half blind, hard of hearing, highly suspicious. Like she thinks everyone is trying to get one up on her.
Cyrus would love this woman.
Alrighty.
Is gang stalking a thing in Eberron?
And you did say she owns or works in a foundry.
She owns it. She also runs it.
All right. As you approach, you are going to hear the clanging sound of a hammer coming down to metal. The sweltering heat of the forge, very noticeable on the immediate entrance. Do you make yourself known, or do you move quietly?
On his approach to the foundry, he would have been as discreet as possible. Entering, he'd be calling out, "Hey Mel, you here?"
Hearing the smacking of the metal suddenly stop, you are going to see a woman who is wizened in elvish years come out. Hey, who's that? And you're going to hear a stick kind of start rattling against the wall as they start making their way out. Seeing her, you see a thick-rimmed glasses similar to those of the woman that was in My Cousin Vinny. That needs a thick hair.
Real quick, is there anyone else in this main area right now? It's still pretty early in the morning.
It is currently empty.
Levin's gonna close the door behind him and toss the bag of fruit her way.
You're going to notice that despite the half-blind act, she is just going to reach up and catch it midair very lithely. Meaning that the act is more just fucking with you since it's been a while.
Nostalgia abound. How's business?
Well, it's wartime, or that's what it's looking like, so business has been wonderful.
Yeah. Caught a couple of nasty spats over in Thrain on the way in.
I heard about that. Nasty business.
Could be going one way or another. It seems like someone's setting up Karnath.
So the Mad King Vampire is restless. Though I myself don't know if those rumors are true.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Could go either way. Headed over there now to figure a few things out. Kind of dropped off some equipment.
Heading to Karnath, are we? Off the record, what brings you there?
Two things, one of which I'm actually getting paid for. Got hooked into a black exfil.
Well, safe travels there, because I hear rumors, and rumors are often half-truths.
Well, I've already secured transport and I've got my litter in my pocket, so at the very least I know I'll be fine.
Well, how can I help you for then today?
I'm here to maybe get some gear off you.
Alright, let's see what you need.
Was hoping for a couple of... you still have those old boots?
Yeah, I do.
And I know you have a propensity for idiots over in the Brailish corner at the parks, don masks, they come to you most of the time. You have anything special?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
He's talking about, like, masks. Do you have anything special? The Eyes of the Eagle is what he's looking for in terms of...
Okay. And she is going to nod. I think I got something for you. And you're going to see her stand and go and get the 2 requested items. and come back.
He's already counted out the 100 platinum and has it in a small coin purse. Usual.
You know it? You want a fruit?
So, no, I'm going to be making my way back to the group that I'm with. I'll grab something on the way. Kind of skip breakfast to make my way here before business picked up.
Hey, when on your way back, assuming you live, swing back by. Give me some rumors, and maybe I can give you a favor or two.
Considering I'm going to possibly heading over to Korth, you want me to pick up a souvenir?
Sure.
Hard or soft?
Surprise me.
Alright. Well, it was good catching up.
Indeed. Remember, don't be a stranger.
Well, I don't make my way through Thronehold often, so...
And then she's going to kind of look at you. Now, the real question. The glass is too much.
Honestly, not going to lie, probably could go with size thicker.
Ah, see, now you're thinking.
At this point, if you're going to go big, go big.
Can't knock you there.
Do you still talk to the glass etcher that's over in the Onder quarter?
I do. Why?
Maybe get him to, I don't know, maybe etch a couple of swirls into the things that don't block your vision. Just really play it up that, you know, the weird old lady.
Alright, I'll consider it. And she's gonna kind of like cackle, similar to like you would hear a witch cackling.
There's the laugh I remember. Alright. Well, if I hear anything and I need to send it to you, usual?
You know it.
Alright, let me get back to the group before they start asking questions about me being boring.
Alright, and you're gonna notice that she kind of just begins to move much faster back to the forge than she had coming out. Almost Willy Wonka style.
I'm willing to bet as soon as I open that door, she slows right the heck down.
Yep.
Levin shakes his head and exits.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh no, he's booking it back towards the to the tavern.
Alright, jumping over. Fennec and Gearfried, what would you like to be doing at this point?
I assume we would be building that contraption.
Alright, was there anything else you wanted to shop for? Or, because you need to get the silver pieces for that. The 5 copper pieces worth of material.
Yeah, Gearfried would want to find any store that like specializes in arcane technology, if there
Okay.
is one, and if not, then just a generic magic item store. Because Gearfried is thinking of pawning off these goggles of these like prototype finder's goggles that he bought off that guy.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie. Investigation. Hey, I'm good at that. Yeah, I'll burn a flash of genius to add 4 to that. 19.
Okay. You are able to find both a arcane mech store, like that hybrid, and a regular everyday magic store.
Okay. I would like to go into the technology store first.
All right. In this store particularly, you see tons of lights being hung. You see the use of kyber shards or dragon shards in various different technologies that fuel the room itself. Behind the counter, you see a dwarf and a gnome. The gnome standing on the counter. The dwarf does the initial greeting. Oh, welcome, welcome. What can I do for you?
Hi there, friend. I purchased this. It's a prototype of a device another fellow over in Sharn's working on. I thought it looked interesting. I've been lugging around for a little while, and I haven't gotten much use out of it personally. I was curious if you might be interested in such an item.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Let me go to my persuasion. Hey, I'm good at that. Hey, I'm gonna use a inspiration.
Okay.
But
So
you're
good, I'm
right.
doing it again.
Okay, I'm gonna add my flash of genius again to the 9 and make it a 13.
He's going to push the goggles away. This doesn't look like it was made by the Dragonmark houses.
As far as I'm aware, it wasn't.
I think you should find a different place to sell this. One less upstanding.
You're a stickler for the patent mark? You're not interested in what makes the thing tick?
No, I've made finder's goggles before. I just can't sell it. It's not worth dealing with the Dragonmarked houses.
Well, I appreciate the, Actually, no, I don't appreciate it much. You're missing out on business. Good day, sir. And Gerfried's going to walk out and go to the magic store next door.
Okay. As you go into this magic store, it's ran by a wood elf. He is standing behind the curtain, behind the counter. And what can I do for you today?
What are your policies on taking items that are not dragon marked or not from the dragon marked houses?
Listen. I can't sell it, I throw it in the trash anyway.
Gerfried's going to pull out the finder goggles. Interested?
I can
Prototype.
give you 25 gold pieces.
That
Can I help him?
You could certainly
This-
try. How would you like to help him?
Any way he can.
That's up to you.
no.
You're the one who's trying to help him. What do you have in mind?
He's just gonna kind of like, as Gearfried kind of describes it or whatnot, Fennec will just kind of like reiterate it, like kind of like hyping it up. Like trying to add a little pizzazz to it.
Give me a performance check.
Ooh.
You were not able to help him.
The tracks.
Tell you
Right,
what, friend. Tell you what, friend. With this guy, this is just the normal magic shop. Gearfried is gonna look around, and I'm curious if I can find an uncommon item called a Bloodwell vial.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. I'm not very good at perception. Just low rolls all day.
Okay, would you like to ask him if he has one? Because you don't see one
Yeah,
right
sir.
now.
Sir, out of curiosity, would you happen to have a Bloodwell vial here? Not one of the more expensive ones, just the basic, the very bottom tier one.
Yeah, I think I've got one of those.
Tell you what. I know magic items are expensive, and I think you know that this is worth more than the 25 gold you're offering, considering the fact that it is a prototype, and its enchantment can be removed, modified, and otherwise altered. Perhaps something you could reverse engineer, as it were.
As you're
How about a
explaining
trade?
all, as you're
If you
explaining
if
all
you've
that,
got
you see like his mouth agape, and his eyes kind of glazed, as if he's not registering what you're saying.
all right, look. If you've got a Bloodwell vial, I will trade you this and some gold for the vial.
Give me another persuasion check.
Why are you doing this to me, man? You know I don't roll well.
Oh!
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I think I could do that. And he's going to go and get a Bloodwell vial, and he will accept the trade. And
Alright, I'm
you're
gonna
going to
give him-
notice that... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna so 25 gold and my goggles for that is kind of what I was thinking.
No, it's just a trade for trade.
Oh, okay. So then just appreciate the business.
And
And I'm
he's
gonna
just going to toss it behind him. He's not
How
a very
very
good
rude.
shopkeep.
He is not. And as we're leaving, Gearfried is going to look over the item. All right. Perfect. Fennec. And he's going to push it into your hands.
What? Thank you.
Never say I never did anything for you. And Gearfried's going to continue walking back to the tavern to construct your device.
Was there anything else you wanted, though?
Aside from the stuff that we bought for the device, which I assumed we just picked up already.
Okay. Yep, you would have already been able to pick it up.
So, Fennec, add a Bloodwell vial +1 to your inventory.
Okay. And items. What's this for?
It's a spell focus.
It makes you a better sorcerer. Slightly.
Aww. Ooh, +1 bonus. Sweet.
All right.
As
With
we're
that,
walking,
you guys are-
Gearfried's going to tell Fennec, I couldn't help but notice that you were a little bit under the weather during all the fighting, but I don't think we're going to make it very far unless any of us get a little bit more assurance to our accuracy. That should make you a little bit more potent on the battlefield.
It should. Yeah. I need to figure out how to, protect. And he's gonna, gesture to himself, this.
I can certainly think of some things. I can construct some things for that exact purpose as well. I just need time.
With
Alright.
that, I'm going to
Just
say...
don't want to get hit.
It's funny.
Well, there are certainly implements I can create to aid you with that, but if you're looking for strictly defense, I could. I don't know if you remember when Yami let me borrow his shield that one time. I was able to give it a repulsion property that aided a little bit, but you're not much of a shield bearer, are you?
Hmm.
I think I might have some way to increase your overall constitution. Maybe. Let me look into it.
It would be at about this
Figure
point
something
that
out.
you guys are arriving at the tavern. I would say, Levin, you would arrive before them. And Melee and Ceres would arrive the latest.
Okay. Real quick, I'm just gonna roll for the items on my robe. Wait, no, I did that wrong.
All right. While you do that, Levin and Fennec and Gearfried, you would now all be regrouped.
Oh my god, that's so many dice.
Right?
I came from Ceres? What is that, your sneak attack?
God, I wish. No, it's just 10D100 so I could see what items are in the robe of useful items.
Can you warn us next time you roll like that?
That's probably the only time I will ever roll like that.
And she
Oh my
technically
God.
she technically did. She said, I gotta roll for my items.
Like
Yeah.
I was looking at my second monitor and all of a sudden I just heard
Yep, nope. You were warned.
Like someone grabbed a handful of gravel and threw it at you.
I mean, dice.
Yeah.
math rocks.
Spicy math rocks.
Yes.
But it's better to get it all done at once than roll it 10 times out and clog the chat log.
Nah, I got you. I prefer it that way.
It
With
sounds
that, you
better,
guys
too.
are now regrouped. What would you like to do?
Okay, so we should probably go about. Oh, sorry.
For anyone walking in on, you see Levin basically adjusting the new gear that he has and getting it to actually fit right.
New outfit 11.
Oh, fancy.
Nothing terribly fancy, actually. Just boots and he pulls on the mask. He has it hanging off of his neck, basically across his chest. It's like you know the mask Nightwing uses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a
Saga
hard.
mask.
Yeah, basically just something that covers the eyes, but it's gonna have two lenses on it. Just making sure everything's in order. How was your outing?
It was good for what it was. I grabbed Fennec something I thought he might be able to make use of. We're going to construct an abomination of technology that I promised I'd help Fennec with.
I'm curious.
A lot of people are.
And with that, I am no longer curious.
Easy to please.
There's going to be a lot of loose interpretation of these blueprints on my part.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna help. It's gonna make sense.
Wait. Hold on. Now I want clarification. They're not your blueprints, Gearfried?
They are not. They are a series of drawings that may or may not be the workings of a madman. And Gearfried's just going to like look through the loose parchment that Fennec handed him, and I think this one's just a drawing of a squirrel, and to keep moving through. All right, yeah, there's some of these margins, Fennec. We really need to work on your penmanship.
Okay. I am actually intrigued. May I get a brief look at the drawings?
Sure.
Gearfried hands him over.
And now my eyes hurt. Also, Gearfried, you were right. That is a squirrel. And he hands them back.
It's a chipmunk.
Not with those ears.
So is this supposed to be a diagram of you using this on the chipmunk?
He's gonna take the blueprints. No. That's me and you.
Oh no.
Oh dear. All right, let's get to work on this thing.
Hold,
Otherwise,
hold on. Fennec, I have exactly one question. It's important. Will this be dangerous for us?
I don't think so.
Fine, we'll deal.
He's gonna take his supplies and he's gonna put them on the table.
Gearfried will begin aiding with the tinkering here.
Are you going to be doing
They're
it
doing
up
the
in the
tinkering.
room, or are you going to be doing it in the bar?
Oh no, let's terrify the patrons.
It,
That's going to be
it can be done in the bar. It's not like intricate work with all the components together.
If we grab a booth, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Gearfried will start like slowly constructing it. Basically, you're all having a meal while you in a cinematic sense, while you're talking, you just occasionally see like Gearfried's hand move some pieces in different places.
And Fendick will kind of take pieces as you work with them and like kind of piece them together and like, add final touches.
Levin's gonna sit close enough to this where he can occasionally just lean over and glance at those blueprints while he's working. I think you're supposed to chew on that part in order to make it fit.
I'm gonna need you all to make an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
I'm assuming them, not us.
If you're not there, no. And Fennec, you are excused from this because you know what it is.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I was hoping that one came.
Oh god. Let's see what do we got here.
You can't give anything away.
Oh no.
Well, it wouldn't take long to make.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to see how long it's going to take for them to realize what they're making.
Realize your ideas.
No, don't do that.
Don't do it?
This is the
All right.
reveal.
Okay.
No,
What are we
that's
revealing?
fine. Levin's still gonna have the question of what the heck.
So, would
So
we
now
say
what's
it's
it-
done at this point?
Yeah, it would be done.
Okay. So Fennec's gonna take it. Ah, yes! This is perfect. He's gonna jump out of the booth. He's gonna turn his back, and you're just gonna see his arms like moving and all that. And then you're just gonna hear a click. And you're just gonna hear, yes! It works! He's gonna turn around, and you're gonna see the little contraption attached to his belt, and tied on the end of the rope is his key ring. He's gonna pull the keys out, and they're gonna snap back to his waist.
Oh god.
That would
Gave him
explain the coil.
Hmm.
And he's gonna do it a couple more times, like, huh? Yeah, see? Now I can't lose him.
No, I thank you for elaborating. Here's my question. Why the squirrel?
I told you, that's me.
I'm gonna go sit.
He's just gonna do it a couple more times. Did we make Gearfried catatonic?
Gearfried's just kind of like looking at the contraption and at the blueprints and just like, I think I was in a fugue state for a moment there. Did I make that?
And then
Dude.
Fennec will put it on the table and go, see? And he's gonna start pointing to the components and the blueprint and putting it together. Like explaining how it worked.
Alright. Gifford, how many iterations do you figure before you'd be able to make this a product for market?
I mean, it's certainly something that I should look into. That could be. I'm annoyed that that's a pretty marketable idea.
And then you're just gonna hear
Prophetic.
you're just gonna hear it extend again and then clasp.
Well, that's the reason Levin had to find a place to sit down, because this is something from Fennec he has not yet seen.
Intelligence.
Inventiveness.
There we go.
Do you have any idea how long I've been putting into how to ask and get the components without giving away anything?
Dude, good on you. It's how I got a Thieves Tools kit.
Somebody said something about the janitor keys, and it's like sparked in my head, and I was like, I have to make this.
Like a splinter in your mind ever since the train.
Yep.
Oh man, that was funny. But it's at about the reveal that Ceres and Melee would enter. So Ceres, you go in and you just see Fennec's back to the door, and you see his arm kind of extending and releasing.
She pulls a dagger at the sight of this weird sorcery. Oh my god, what's possessed you, Fennec?
What? I didn't drink anything.
Narrows
what do you-
eyes.
Huh?
No, there's some sort of creature attached to your waist.
I swear, I swear I don't know what happened to the bottle from the river. Oh, those.
Rolls insight.
Sorry, what did you just say, Fennec?
My keys, they snap back. These
She's gonna
I'm gonna need some.
I'm
gonna need deception and some insights.
Yeah, there's really excited that like she's riding high on the paranoia of black market deals. 21.
DM, do you want this private deception to you or public?
It's public. They know you're.
Okay.
You kind of let slip already.
It said deception.
I need to.
Hold on, I'm checking my stuff.
We shall see.
I hope it's low enough that even Gearfried notices.
You're free to roll a 9, so.
I know. I hope it's low enough. that even
Actually, no. Gearfried didn't. Gearfried rolled an 8. That one was from Finder's Goggles. I no longer have.
Ah.
Shit.
All right, so Ceres, you get an inkling that there's some
I know.
less than
Just get that
honesty
normally.
going on.
Yep, she narrows her eyes, realizing that Fennec lied to her. But she doesn't, like, her mouth just sort of purses into a little thin line, but otherwise she says nothing. And lets Fennec flee the situation.
By about this time,
at the time.
it would be mid-afternoon.
You meant
Yes, time for lunch. Gather around the table, everyone. Looks at Fennec. We should eat together more often.
Okay, I guess we can sit.
Yes, no, Fennec, sit right here. She pulls out a chair for him.
He obliges.
Sits down next to him.
You suddenly feel a heat coming from this seat because you are apparently in the hot seat.
Oh, which is perfect for what he's about to do. So how close is everyone to him? Or how close is Ceres' dagger?
Well, she put her dagger away. But she is. I mean, she's probably sitting like 2 feet away from you, next to you at the table.
And how fast is she?
Very.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to talk about? As he's nervously playing with the key thing, just back and forth.
Just gonna have lunch together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get some. You've been asleep for so long. I haven't seen you up and about. I'm so happy to see you active.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't caught up. We haven't spoken, Fennec. And, you know, we need to discuss next steps. How are we going to approach Kana? How are we going to... What are we going to have for lunch?
I was thinking.
What little dark secrets do you want to tell the group that you did so that we're not endangered by any choices you make later along the way?
As opposed to other choices I've made along the way.
Fennec, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Can't save.
You done fucked up, son.
Hold on. Before I do the save, I'm going to message you something.
Okay.
It was never a matter of if, only when.
So, in the meantime, you are going to hear the babble of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, noted. But still, give me that Constitution saving throw.
Does that make sense what I was saying?
Yep.
Okay. Con save. Ooh, I'm good at these.
I feel like
Sorcery
everybody
should be.
Okay.
Nin- 19.
You are able to continue on. Go ahead.
Okay. He's gonna like. There's gonna be like a little. I was thinking ribs. Anybody want ribs?
Ribs. Ribs. What an interesting word, ribs.
Ribs.
Is Jeffrey watching all of this happen?
Rack of ribs. Oh, damn it.
You are all watching this happen.
I gotta go to the little goblin's room.
No, you don't. Sit right there.
No,
No, you don't. She clamps a hand on his shoulder. You'll see.
Okay, yep. Okay, this is what I wanted. As you do, you're gonna feel something very weird happen.
Oh, this is not going to end well for you.
His body starts feeling more soft and fluid, and in a matter of seconds, his body takes an amorphous form, and he just kind of melts into the chair and onto the floor and scurries away.
What the actual fuck?
Oh God! What in the fuck did? Did you even see that?
I don't think that's Fennec. Something is the Fennec thing. She's gonna throw a dagger at it to pin it down.
As you do this, you hear a single voice within your head. Fennec.
Okay.
You stupid son of a bitch.
And do I reply to this like telepathically?
Yes, it would be a telepath. Only you could hear it. It's within your mind, so you'd be able to respond telepathically.
Who's there? Hello?
There is no response. Now, Saris, you can throw your dagger. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Cool. You're gonna wish you'd give it. Well, actually, I'm glad it's not a returning dagger now.
And
20.
yes, you all would see this. 21 to hit with your amorphous form with that alterations to your...
It doesn't change anything like that.
Okay.
So he has a 12.
I mean, that's kind of like the armor class of a news anyway. So
There is resistance, but it's not to that.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
In addition to Saris casting this, I would like to cast Levitate
Okay. On yourself or on something else?
on the creature, or on I'm targeting
ooze?
the ooze.
The Fennec thing?
Alright.
Yeah.
As you put your hand in it, you do feel the almost gelatinous, liquidous form.
Oh, I'm not touching him. I'm not touching. It's not a
Oh,
touch
okay.
spell.
It's not a touch spell. My bad. So never mind.
Yeah, no. As he's like moving away, I'm trying to be like, no, you don't. Like basically hold him in the air now.
Alright, so you are now levitating. You have no fly speed.
Well,
so
I think there's a save involved. He needs to make a con save. DC 16.
I have to ask, does the dagger, like, I threw the dagger to kind of pin him to the floor. Does it do anything like that?
If I'm
Like at first, Ceres' first impression is that it's sort of a cohesive whole. So if she like stabs it to the ground, it'll be like a piece of cloth, and it'll stop going anywhere. That's what she's expecting. I don't know if that'll happen.
Recall because it doesn't say anything regarding that.
So I'm gonna say it would be a momentary thing, but it would reduce his movement in half, not pin him.
Like
Okay.
the ooze would just kind of like ooze around it.
Seep around it, yeah. So it takes
Yeah.
longer to. So like there is
Yeah.
that tugging damage did go through, but yeah, it's not going to stop him because he's essentially a liquid right now.
Levin would have bolted out of his seat, jumped in whatever direction he needs to grab Maylee by the back of her collar and basically launch her behind him.
You're just going to hear a yeep.
What makes you think I'm going for melee?
You're a
The open question of is this Fennec is still in the air.
This is true.
Yeah.
Skinwalker.
You are going to hear screams begin
stories
to
about
ring
these.
out at the bar as other people begin to notice this ooze present. And people are going to
Fennec?
begin to exit.
Fennec in his mind is gonna be like, "Hello, need a little help? Don't know what's going on. How do I move? What am I doing? What is this?"
Yourself solid.
Will myself solid. Is this a riddle? And Fennec's just gonna think, "Me solid."
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Here comes the one.
No, it's a two. It's a 2.
You have inspo.
I do.
Oh boy. No. Let it.
No,
Let
man.
the dice lay. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
With an 8,
Solid. Nothing's
You're-
happening. Little help.
your left arm and your left leg are going to solidify as the
Oh
other
my
half
god,
of
this
your
is John
body
Carpenter's a thing.
continues to ooze and slide around the dagger that's partially pinning you down.
His arm is gonna grab the dagger.
One of my favorite daggers.
Like as it's like moving, his hand is just gonna be like flailing, hit the hilt, and just grab it.
The people who
So
are
now-
in this tavern are screaming as they run out of this place.
Levin is effectively backpedaling and shoving Maylee with his shoulder back further.
So now there's a Fennec ooze with one leg and an arm.
And a dagger.
And a dagger. Oh shit, it's armed!
No, it's armed up.
My god, I'm getting another
What a knife!
inspiration. Whew. But with that, over time, the half of your body will solidify, so they'll be able to make out half of Fennec and then half of the ooze.
Oh
You're a terrible sorcerer. Don't you will the weave? Will
I don't know what the fuck's
yourself-
going on. Are you gonna hurt me?
Is he saying that out loud?
Oh, is his face now solid?
Half your face is solid.
Oh god. So I'm literally like the half pound, half Eddie.
Yep.
He, with the solid part of the face that is his, he's gonna look at Sarah. This isn't what it looks like.
You see murder in her eyes.
He's gonna look
Actually,
at
I think this would alarm Fennec more. Levin is leveling his crossbow at you.
Shit, you're fucking dead.
he is going to will the fuck out of himself.
With that final incentive, you're going to hear this, like, as the rest of Fennec's body solidifies.
Ooh. What happened? And he's gonna look at his hand. He's gonna drop the dagger.
That doesn't stop Saris. Like you
I don't
killed
feel
my
so
friend. You fell, creature. I love that little goblin. I'm gonna kill you for taking his soul.
Nope. It's
And I'm going to stab the Fennec thing more.
the Fennec that I'm the ooze.
So the Fennec thing that's whole.
Yeah, the
It's only
Fennec.
now. It's only
It's
Fennec now.
Fennec, but
Okay,
in Saris's mind, it is a Fennec thing.
gotcha. Body snatcher theory. Go ahead and make your
Yeah.
attack.
Oh boy. Fennec's gonna die.
Is anyone else within 5 feet of him?
No, Levin was backpedaling.
I know, but was Gearfried approaching?
Gearfried was kind of hanging back because I was just trying to cast Levitate on him.
That's fine.
So
That's all I need
I'm
to know.
probably away from him.
Okay. I miss. She stabs, like, just clumsily stabs down like next to him, and, like, bury the blade, like, half an inch into the wood flooring.
Gearfried's going to cast Levitate again to try and make him rise in the air out of reach of everybody. Because
That's not true. I have a crossbow.
well, at least so he's not like an active threat so far as we know. I'm gonna cast where'd it go? Levitate one more time.
And what's this save?
Levitate Los Fennec.
Well, are you willing or unwilling?
No.
God damn it!
I'm at this point. Fennec's gonna be willing.
All right, because if you're willing, you don't have to make the.
Yes.
You can auto fail.
He's gonna be willing. But as he's levitating, you're gonna see his like face turn a little green. Like I'm like, I don't feel so good. And he's gonna burp again. But Gearfried would recognize the burp because it was the burp from earlier. With the same kind of spit that came out. And it has, again, that potent, acrid, acidic smell. And it looks like he's about to blow.
So as that knife comes down from Saris, you feel kind of the levitate pull you back and then pull you up.
Oh,
And
you're
Gearfried-
making me sick.
Yeah, Gearfried's like pulling. Gearfried's pushing you up about 15 feet in the air, and he's gonna be like, "All right, Saris, hold on one moment."
And
Explain.
Fennec's eyes are gonna, as you're moving him up and down and over, you'll see in his face that he's about to get sick, and his eyes are gonna flash to you, and the basically what his eyes are saying, and you would know by knowing him is move as he's about to retch,
Gearfried steps out of the way.
and all of a sudden a long 30-foot line of acid spray spews from his mouth.
In which direction?
Whatever direction Gearfried has him facing.
My
tavern
floor.
Gearfried would have turned him towards the wall.
You're going to hear the owner of this tavern just kind of scream out, "My tavern!"
I'm gonna clean that up.
It'll be hard when you're dead, monster.
Explain yourself now.
Seriously,
Yeah,
you're not hurting
something
my
bad.
crossbow.
Not from here. The Tavern food was great, sir. I can highly recommend the ribs again. It wasn't from here. I promise you. I got food poisoning from somewhere else.
You're going to pay for that.
Pay for what?
The acid damage.
Was that the innkeeper or the voice?
The innkeeper.
Needs-
Oh, okay.
No, the
the
voice is more like, "That's right, embrace it."
Guys, I'm hearing things.
I'll bet you a foul creature. She's pulling out her hand crossbow.
I can prove it's me.
If you let
You have it to like draw.
Hold your fire.
He has until I have this thing loaded to figure out, convince me he's not. Whatever. She's
They don't.
pulling out a bolt.
They never.
Fennec, you're gonna see Levin's freehand now has 4 bolts in it, one interlaced between each finger and 2 between his forefinger and thumb.
I'll give Matt a second to figure something out.
You did not reveal this well.
No,
No,
I revealed this exactly how I wanted
I
to.
think he revealed it very well.
Oh, this is perfect.
I'm having fun
is-
with this one.
This is peak Fennec right now.
This is how you get a new character.
Hey,
Yes.
Sanctuary isn't concentration based, is it?
No.
Okay. If there's time in between Gearfried casting Levitate and what's happening now, Gearfried would like to cast Sanctuary on Fennec. Because I don't want anyone to get rash right now.
I will allow it. But
I'll make
Seeing-
that will
seeing-
save.
Seeing them both raise their weapons, Gearfried's on Gearfried's gauntlet, a little like a little door opens on the back of his gauntlet, and you can't really see the mechanism that fires it, but a little orb just shoots out towards Fennec and encircles him in this bubble like field. And Gearfried's just gonna be like, "All right, don't get hasty, everybody."
There's just wondering, this is what happens when you join unions.
Yes, I am obligated to protect him. I don't know if it's Fennec or not.
She
but-
points to the thing up in the ceiling. That's what happens when you join unions. You lose your soul, become part of some weird ooze.
I don't think this is because he joined a union with me. I think it's because he drank whatever that weird liquid we got from that hag was.
Nope. I can answer both of you. This is because something joined in union with me.
That's not better. She's continuing to load her crossbow.
I'm aware it's not better, but I can prove it's me.
She's start lifting it up to aim.
Because you gave me advice on how to talk to a girl that I had never even thought I was capable of liking, and you talked me off the ledge when it all went sour, and here I still am pushing forward to better myself.
This doesn't look better.
You secretly want to hug me.
Okay, he's delusional, but he's Fennec delusional. I believe him now.
Fennec-
You still look at...
And you think everybody's a cop.
No.
Yes.
You didn't lose that bottle, did you?
Is he still in the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Technically speaking, yes, I did lose the bottle.
Did you lose it before or after you had consumed the liquid inside of it
That I was not able to identify.
Another point of convincing you that it's me, no matter how much I plead and how much I do things, you can never trust me to go to the bathroom.
Oh, fucking God.
So B4.
I'm not. Okay, very clearly.
After I consume, sorry, after.
It
It seems apparent to me that you are you.
And
What was it you were saying about hearing voices?
I don't know. I think I might have a parasite.
I'll give you a parasite. Point
please
one.
I already have one. No room for more.
Okay, we're going to the nearest doctor we can find.
Hopefully they specialize in brain worms. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened. I don't know. All I know is Sarah's touched my shoulder. I used.
Levin, what do you make of this? You ever seen anything like this?
No.
Is Levin still?
Yes.
As is Theris.
Okay, the two of you need to chill out.
Really? Really? You drank possession potion and you want me to chill out?
I'm not possessed. I'm in my right mind. I just wasn't in my right body form.
See, that's a problem sentence. Do you understand how that's a problem sentence?
Do you think I don't see this as a problem too?
Do you know how to resolve this problem? Do you know how I would solve this problem?
I know how you would solve this problem, like you solve every problem with a knife or a crossbow.
Do you know how effective that is and how it reduce my number of problems greatly?
And that's why you don't have anybody around. Ooh.
You say that like it would hurt my feelings.
Okay, well, I keep the statement. It's me. I'm fine, exhausted, heartburn galore, and I feel like Jello.
I could reduce the sensation level for you.
Please don't. I can learn to control it.
You.
This is a bad time to be learning to control things, Fennec.
Like my impulse?
You are heading over to Freeport. You are going to the Temple of the Merciful Host. And you are going to ask House Jarasco to check you.
What?
Anything. Everything.
It is a medical facility. And whatever you just did to yourself is dangerous.
He's just gonna nod his head. Can I get down now?
Gearfried will slowly lower Fennec to the ground. The little sanctuary bubble pops the moment you touch the ground.
Theris will put her hand crossbow away, but one hand will still be resting on a dagger hilt. She'll look at him very sternly. You are a liability now. Fix it.
So what?
Go ahead.
That escalated quickly.
You were now sitting in an empty tavern.
You have to spend a portion of your gold to fix up that. And Gearfried's going to point to the acid that is slowly burning a hole into everywhere it landed.
They've got insurance.
Theris will walk over to the barkeep. How much to fix the wall?
I don't know yet.
Cool.
This place has
She'll
been up
drop.
this place has been up for over a century. No doubt.
Right.
My father ran it. My grandfather ran it.
She will hand him 10 platinum. I hope this will cover the expense and the inconvenience.
It will.
Save some of your coin. We're going to have to pay for the guards that are going to show up.
I have coin for that too.
I'm fine, by the way.
Hearing
Thanks for
that
asking.
comment, he's going to just take. You said you gave him 10, right?
Platinum.
He's only gonna keep 3, and he's gonna give you the rest. And you're just gonna see just like a disappointed expression on his face, but he is very thankful.
Theris doesn't question it. She takes her coin, the remainder back.
But as mentioned, there are a couple of guards who are approaching the tavern.
Theris is going to quickly cast Disguise Self, make herself into a pleasant-looking, lower-tier artisan person, like just a craftsperson who probably came to the tavern to get a drink. She's got like short bob hair, elven, half-elf ears. Looks like middle years, like slightly like sun and wind weathered skin. And she's gonna like come out to the gods, and she's just gonna start laughing like, "Oh my! Oh my! You would what? Oh my God! What a prank! What a prank! Got me good. I have to say."
A prank, you say? What prank?
Oh, you know, one of those hedge mages. There was a goblin. He learned this fancy new spell. I'm an ooze. It's like had us all convinced. He just sort of melted right then and there, freaked us all out. Then he popped right out. Little bit of confetti spray everywhere. Very catchy. I think he's trying to start a new show or something. Oh my God! You should have seen it. Oh my God! I nearly pissed myself. I thought it was real. Everyone else fled. The only reason I got to see the end is because I tripped over my fucking feet. Ugh.
Well, if you can,
Worth
go
it.
tell that guard what you have just told me so he can get a record while I go talk to the owner.
Fair enough. She will go and repeat the same thing over.
Alright, he is going to continue forward to go enter, seeing the large pool of acid and the corroding material. You the owner. And he's gonna go to the guy behind the bar.
I would have said it loud enough that the owner would have heard my story. Hopefully.
Yes, but that doesn't mean he's gonna lie.
It might simplify his life and make business come back. I don't know. His choice.
And he's just going to say, I don't really know what happened. 1 minute, everything's going nice and smooth. Next minute, customers are screaming. There's a blob, then it partially solidifies, then it turns into a goblin. Then the goblin goes full on demon possession and goes blah all on my wall. Where is Fennec right now? Because the guard will ask, and where is this goblin?
I don't know.
Fennec, where are you right
Yes.
now?
What?
Where are you right now? Are you still in the tavern?
Yep, he hasn't.
The bartender is going
Moved.
to point right to you.
Yep.
And the guard is going to turn and make his way to you. Excuse me. Are you the possessed goblin?
No.
So you did not cause that damage.
I did.
So you are the possessed goblin.
I was for a moment. Past tense, not present.
I think you should come with me.
You think I need to go to the doctor, and if you want to bring me there, then I'll come with you.
I think I need you to come with me for your testimony so that we can get your story straight.
He's gonna shoot an eye toward Gearfried. Okay. I'll go willingly.
Are you certain he needs to be taken away? We are actually about to leave the city, and
Would you say that to a cop? Sorry, go on.
I mean, if you're concerned, he's a safety risk. We meant no harm. This is a consequence of being on the road. We're obviously paying for the damages, and Gearfried's looking at Fennec. And no one was hurt, ultimately.
Now, Fennec, you have a scar on your face that faintly glows, correct?
When he's casting, yes.
Okay.
Unless you free reign to say it glows otherwise in certain circumstances.
No. I'm going to stick with what you had. It would have been glowing in
Okay.
the instance that acid, came from your mouth. But that's not now.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, with the current climate of things, incidents like this are treated very severely, particularly because we are on the border. After all, Karnath has been quite vicious lately. So, no, we do need him to come with us.
It's okay. I'll go.
What would the rest of you like to do?
Cyrus has a cover she has to maintain at the moment.
Alrighty.
One's
You
going to
are-
roll his eyes and follow Fennec.
You are
Gearfried will also follow.
walked out of the tavern, and you are not cuffed, but you are purple walked, which is kind of funny because it's almost because he is tall, so it's kind of like walking with a child. So his arm is kind of at your back, and he is going to lead you to a station house, and he is going to bring you to an office. Now, what is it that transpired?
So you see, you were shopping around, and me and my friend, Flamehead over here, got the supplies to make a little contraption. He's gonna start playing with his keys, because I have a hard time concentrating, and sometimes I go off on little tangents. And he was helping me control that, and then I saw this, and then I saw this, and
So
there I am.
you're going to just see him raise his hand and snap. Focus before
yes,
I
why
arrest
in here?
you.
So we get back to the tavern. All my friends are there. And suddenly I'm sitting in a chair. And then I was being asked some questions, and there was some stress, and it got really warm. And all of a sudden there was a hand on my shoulder, and then I went into a puddle of something.
So you couldn't control it.
At the time, no. I didn't
So-
know what it was.
If it happened again, you'd be able to control it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more confident in that at this time.
It sounds very hesitant. I would say it almost sounded like you were out of control. Now, what about the vomiting? The acid?
I get motion sickness, and I was being moved around in the air.
So what you're telling me is that was an uncontrolled reflex out of your control.
I think you're grasping for straws on that one, because it's a reflex of motion sickness. I threw up.
Exactly. So when you have the cold and you throw up, who's to say you won't cause damage to anything?
I don't know, ask anybody that's thrown up that you're making this very large stereotype about.
Well, nobody else. And he's going to point to Gearfried. Have you ever thrown up acid? And then he's going to point to whoever else is in the room and ask the same question repeatedly.
Not specifically. I've heard of those that engage in natural sorceries, that there were possibilities of instances of searches of wild magic, but that's why I suggested to him that he get checked out over at House Tarasco.
I worked with an engineer that could spit acid once.
I said
Dragonborn,
vomit.
though.
I said vomit acid. And again, out of control.
I know somebody whose eyes can shoot daggers.
Are we talking literal or metaphorical?
Metaphorical.
Depends on the day. Look, I'm not going to sit here and make more excuses. I ate something bad. It didn't agree with me. It clearly had some kind of magical properties. It's over. If you look at the wall of the inn, I got it all out of my system.
Not how those things work most times.
Most
Well,
times.
I will escort you to get checked out. Depending
Can I bring
on what
my
the
lawyers?
results are. Sure. Keep in mind, you're not under arrest. You are
Oh.
under heavy suspicion with justifiable and articulable cause.
I'm not denying it didn't happen. I ate something and it didn't agree with me.
That's
That's my answer.
good. And he's going to get up and begin to lead with you.
Okay.
Gifford, do you have this one?
Hmm?
Gifford, do you have
Yeah.
this?
Yes, I've got this.
Good. I'm getting his representative.
I think that went rather well. At least I'm not under arrest yet. New record.
Fennec,
The problem.
they're telling you you're not under arrest. You're under arrest.
You're going to be arrested if we don't get the fuck out of the city soon.
For what? Damaging a bar?
No, potentially bringing in a dangerous parasite or whatever the fuck it was that you drank.
Fennec, do you want a list of the charges that I can name off the top of my head?
Is it taller or shorter than me?
And Fennec starts looking up to see if there's a third-story window he can point at.
11.
Nope.
Sorry. It's long.
All right. Let's do this. We can do this your way.
I'll be
With
back.
that, you are being escorted to the House Jarosco for healing. Let me just double check. Dominant race. 1 second.
While they're walking, Fennec's gonna try and talk to the voice again. Hello? How does this work?
It's low at first, but you do hear a response. Oh, you are back.
Yeah, and I suggest if you want to stay, you listen carefully. You need to listen, and you need to let me control whatever this is, because they are going to try and separate this, and they have the means to do so. So I need to prove to them that I have total control over whatever you are. Understand? Then you can put up with all of the radiance they are going to pump into me to try and rid you of me. Challenge accepted.
Son of a bitch.
With that,
And then
you are going to have a half elf who is beginning to bring you in and getting ready to do the initial magical kind of overview of you. Is there
Is this gonna
anything else
hurt?
you'd like to do beforehand? Maybe a little bit. suddenly. Underblast. Just kidding. First, using Detect Magic, there's just definitely going to be able to identify a presence within you. Their first attempt is going to be to use, starting with the basics, or, the general overall. They're going to start with Lesser Restoration to see if there's any way they can get rid of it using that. Once that doesn't work, you're going to attempt to find someone. They're going to get somebody to attempt to use Remove Curse. The half-elf is going to look at you. I never seen anything like this before.
Me either. Wait, me or my condition?
Your condition. I've heard rumor of magical beings that present themselves as curses, but won't be removed in the same way.
What if I can prove I can control it?
Who are you talking to right now?
The elf.
What does that have to do with anything? I was tasked with finding and possibly getting rid of whatever ailed you.
But I see that I could benefit from these properties that I've experienced once I can control it.
At this point, I would also say that the guard and the others are with you.
Oh,
So anybody can intervene. Yeah, no, that guard's not leaving you alone.
no, I didn't figure. I figured.
And I figure if the guard's with you, I might as well have all of the others with you because I don't want to get attacked for any misuse of legal representations. I can feel the legal representation like itching out of Gearfried right now.
Saris. Wait, is Saris here? Or is she vanished?
I assume Levin went to get her.
Yeah,
That's what he was referring to as his representation.
she had a cover to maintain, and she couldn't exactly follow us.
She'll be back at the tavern when he shows up, and she will put herself into some sort of understated robe, something with glasses, her hair kind of done up in a bun. And she'll look like some sort of human woman, and arrive as his legal representation.
Levin would have been explaining to Saris the level of potential charges that would be facing him. Destruction of property, disruption of business, reckless endangerment, illegal transport of a parasite.
You know I'm not a real lawyer, right?
Yeah, and you keep calling me a cop.
Okay, fair. Okay, well, I can at least
Look,
create
our objective is to get him out of here so we can leave. How do we do
Fair.
that? At this point? Yeah.
I am hoping that I can go for something like shipped out of his own recognizance and banished from Thronehold forever. I feel like that's the best outcome we could get.
At this point, I'm ready for him to play dead.
I don't know. I'm still debating on whether I want him to play.
Alright. Hate saying this. Game faces.
Yep. And she assumes her disguise as she walks in. And she will see the guard. Ah, hello, good sir, officer. I am Thalia Morning Glory. I am Mr. Fenix's representation in this matter. What can we do to expedite this in a way that sees maximum safety to the city of Thronehold and minimal time spent inconveniencing you in this rather arduous process.
Oh, so we're gonna let this nice lady try to do things.
Oh, okay, I see. Or you moved on to a lack of due process and were just forcibly putting people through things. That's...
He's gonna raise a hand. He asked to be brought here, and he asked to get tested.
Oh, so he did. Well then, never mind. Oh,
I was going to whisper.
Testing, not treatment.
Just testing, we're not trying to actually take care of anything here. So, if you have any more tests to run to determine what's going on?
Yes, there's something dark and cursed within him.
Okay. He's a goblin. You have to be more descriptive.
It's a dark something that's not his normal dark something. I don't know how else to explain it.
Do you have any other tests that you can conduct that will narrow down the process or clarify what this dark something is? We live in dangerous times. Lots of dark somethings about.
If you
I have a hypothetical. May I ask?
Sure.
We were near the Mournland recently, and we experienced living spells on our travels. Could this be a living curse?
It could be. I was about to perform Remove Curse, but your friend was asking me not to.
Would not an identification spell be the...
It's not a spell, it's presenting itself as a curse.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your answer.
And then Cyrus will look at the officer. It's like, well, looks like they've run past diagnosis and they're going on to treatment, which is beyond the remit of this visit.
You asked me to help your friend. I was asked to help your client. I'm helping your client. Oh, cool. Here's the bill for the lesser restoration, and you can take it from here.
Great.
It is going to be a bill for 100 gold pieces, which was going to be covered.
She takes the invoice. Thank you for your time, officer. Greatly appreciated.
And here is the ticket.
Oh,
And that's
ticket.
going to be
Excellent.
for 250 gold pieces.
Anything else? She's got like this very plastered on smile now.
Yes, if I find any of you committing even the smallest infraction, I will banish you all very quickly. Or at least put in the paperwork to have you all banished.
Understood.
And honestly, probably from what I understand of this experience, a fair assessment. Thank you for your time, officer. We will get on to paying these expenses post-haste.
And you are going to notice that the paper seems enchanted.
She frowns a little. All right, Mr. Fennec, let us be off to take care of these. Actually, no, Mr. Fennec, you owe the people of this chapel. She looks at the invoice. 100 gold pieces. We should settle this bill now.
Your friend is cursed. We haven't performed the remove curse yet.
You won't be needing to. We'll take care of it later. We're on a timetable, and unfortunately, you'll have to get that fixed along the way.
Okay, if you're sure.
I am. Mr. Fennec, please pay them the 100 gold pieces and settle this bill.
He will take out the 100 gold pieces and pay it.
Excellent. Thank you for your time. She'll give them a formal bow. Excellent work as always. This is off.
And with that, you are able to leave the House Drosko.
Yep. We're walking back. It's like, I think we should just make for the boat. Get the fuck out of town.
We still have
one-
fine.
One platinum is 100 gold, right? No.
Platinum is 10.
All right. So I need 10 platinum.
Yep.
Just for the conversion on D&D Beyond.
Yep.
So. Keep it paid.
All right, Finnick. Now this one.
Now which one?
She hands you the 250 gold piece get for destruction of property.
Mm-hmm. So that is.
Well, it has destruction of property, reckless endangerment, and
Business.
yeah, disruption of business. That's why it's more on the expensive side.
Yeah.
200.
Oh, look at this. Look, this paper's in chat, so you can scroll up and see all the charges. So it's not just a long scroll. It's just all right here.
We should get one of those for 11.
Let's gonna approach Fennec.
I'm gonna pay.
Oh no, Levin's not stopping.
Oh.
He's gonna reach down slightly, grab Fennec by the collar, and lift him up and just walk him to the nearest wall.
This is a lovely wall.
Let's assess. He's gonna turn Fennec around and press his face against it. He's gonna lean. He's gonna lean in. No, this is just a nearby wall.
Okay.
I need an adult.
He's gonna lean in. Fennec,
Yes.
do something like this again, and I will not warn you. And he's gonna release his grip and let him drop.
How much was that one worth?
250 gold pieces.
250 gold. Okay. So that's all of my platinum. 10 gold. Okay. All paid. All right.
You are free to leave.
I think we're settled.
You notice as
All
soon
right.
as the fine is paid, though, the magic from the ticket dissipates.
That's wonderful. Now it's just a memento. All right. We collect our friends, get on the boat, and we leave. Because for some reason, we can't spend another night in Thronehold.
With that, you are able to make it to the ship relatively easily, if that's where you're going.
Yeah.
And as you approach, you are going to see that the elf is taking a snooze.
Thirst will just like cough politely.
Oh, okay, you guys are ready. We're here. Let's go.
Yep. Ready to go. Uneventful trip. Oh, Thronehold. Boring little hamlet in the middle of the lake. The body of water. I don't care.
Whatever it is. Alrighty. Thornhold. Now it's going to be cutting it close because it is on the. He's going to look up the sky, start counting We should have enough daylight to get us close enough that sailing should be smooth. To the next dock, to the next land.
Thank you.
And
Really appreciate it.
he is going to begin to depart along with you all. We are going to pause here for the night. Whew. That was an interesting session.
Yeah. Fennec chose death.
Awesome.
Venom.
Inspired choices. You have actually managed to piss Levin off.
I love it.
Piss off Saris.
That's trivial.
I mean, she was going to kill him. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's trivial. But
He has not strayed from character.
He has not.
Like I said,
not once.
inspired.
Oh man, I love the decisions that he made. And how you did it was very well done. Alrighty, everybody. We will catch you next week. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe.
See you later.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye bye.